Imagine this. You're standing on Earth's night side. The stars are out, the moon hangs quietly in the sky. Then suddenly, the stars disappear. A colossal triangular shadow slowly blocks the heavens. Engines the size of skyscrapers glow blue. Cities fall silent. Governments panic. And for the first time in human history, Earth looks up at something bigger than itself. A Star Destroyer. But here's the real question. Not could aliens build one, not could the Empire build one, could we build one? With real-world science, real-world money, and real-world limits, how long would it take? How much would it cost? And what would break first, our technology or our civilization? Let's find out. So what exactly is a Star Destroyer? Before we talk about building one, we need to understand what we're dealing with. Let's take the Imperial 1 class Star Destroyer, the most iconic version. Its length is approximately 1,600 meters, which is about 1 mile. A crew of approximately 37,000 people and around 9,700 stormtroopers. There are vehicles like walkers, fighters, and shuttles. Weapons such as turbo lasers, ion cannons, and tractor beams. A power, which is a hypermatter reactor, and speed, faster than light travel via hyperdrive. This isn't a ship. This is an aircraft carrier, a nuclear submarine, a missile cruiser, a space station, and a small city, all fused into one flying triangle. And humanity has never built anything even remotely close. Now we come to size comparison. This is where things get scary. Let's put the Star Destroyer into perspective. Largest ship ever built on Earth, the Sea-Wise Giant. Length, 458 meters. A Star Destroyer is over 3 times longer and tens of thousands of times heavier. Largest structure in space, the International Space Station. Mass, approximately 420 tons. A Star Destroyer, estimated 40 to 60 million tons. That's not double, that's not 10 times, that's 100,000 times heavier. We haven't even begun to approach this scale. Problem number 1. Power and heat, the biggest wall we hit. Let's talk energy. A Star Destroyer powers city-sized shields, fires energy weapons continuously, runs gravity inside the ship, moves millions of tons through space, jumps faster than light. What do humans have? Nuclear reactors? Too weak. Fusion? Still experimental. Antimatter? Laughably impractical. Even if we used the most powerful nuclear reactor on Earth, we'd need hundreds of them, all perfectly coordinated, compact, and shielded. And here's the killer problem. Every watt of power creates heat. In space, heat doesn't dissipate easily. A Star Destroyer would cook itself from the inside out unless it had radiators larger than football fields, materials that don't exist, cooling systems beyond modern physics. Verdict: we don't just lack the power source, we lack the ability to survive using it. Problem number 2, materials. We don't have starship metal. Star Destroyers shrug off asteroid impacts, energy blasts, near light speed stress, massive acceleration forces. What do humans build with? Aluminum alloys, titanium, carbon composites. Even the ISS, our greatest space engineering achievement, requires constant maintenance and micro-impact repairs. Now imagine a ship 1,600 meters long, under constant acceleration, taking combat damage, supporting tens of thousands of people. We'd need ultra-light, ultra-strong, radiation-proof, self-repairing materials. Right now, those materials do not exist. Problem number 3, construction. Where would we even build it? You can't build a Star Destroyer on Earth. Why? Gravity would crush it under its own weight. No shipyard is remotely large enough. Transporting pieces would be impossible. So, space construction? Here's the reality. International Space Station assembly took 30+ launches, decades of planning, international cooperation, and that was for 420 tons. A Star Destroyer would require millions of launches, orbital shipyards the size of cities, autonomous robots working for decades, asteroid mining for raw materials. We don't have space factories, space foundries, space mining infrastructure. We haven't even taken the first step. And problem number 4, propulsion. Moving a flying mountain. Even if we magically built it, how do we move it? Faster than light? Doesn't exist. Period. Sublight engines? To move something that massive, you'd need thrust greater than all rockets ever built combined, fuel consumption that dwarfs global energy use, acceleration that would turn humans into paste, and artificial gravity? That's also fictional. Without it, crew health collapses. Long-term missions become impossible. Combat maneuvers are deadly. Okay, but what if we did have future tech? Let's be generous. Assume that we have a stable fusion power, an advanced AI construction, an asteroid mining, a space megastructures, a global cooperation, and unlimited funding. Timeline, best case. Technology development would take about 100 to 200 years. Space infrastructure around 50 to 100 years. Actual construction 20 to 40 years. Total 200 to 300 years. That's assuming no wars, no collapses, no economic disasters, one united planetary effort, which, let's be honest, is optimistic. So how much would it cost? Here's where reality really hits. With real-world comparisons, International Space Station, approximately $150 billion. Aircraft carrier, approximately $13 billion. Global military spending per year, approximately $2 trillion. Star Destroyer estimate, low estimate, $10 trillion. High estimate, $100+ trillion. That's more than Earth's entire annual GDP. Enough to fund civilization-scale projects for centuries, a financial burden that would reshape global economics. And that's for one ship. The Empire built thousands of Star Destroyers. What could humans realistically build? Let's scale it down. A human Star Destroyer might look like this. Length 300 to 500 meters. Crew 1,000 to 3,000. Power, nuclear or fusion. Weapons, or missiles, or railguns, or high-energy lasers. No artificial gravity, no faster than light travel. Cost would be $500 billion to $2 trillion. Build time 40 to 60 years. Still insane, still unprecedented, but not impossible in the distant future. The real problem no one talks about. The biggest obstacle isn't technology, it's purpose. A Star Destroyer exists to control star systems, intimidate populations, enforce imperial rule. Humanity doesn't function that way. To build one, we'd need a unified planetary government, militarization of space, acceptance of civilization-level weaponry. By the time we can build a Star Destroyer, we may no longer want to. Lastly, we come to the final verdict. So, can humans build a Star Destroyer? Today, absolutely impossible. Next 100 years, still impossible. 200 to 300 years, maybe one, at insane cost. A real Star Destroyer isn't just a ship. It's an industrial moon, a mobile city, a civilization's ambition made metal. And right now, humanity is still learning how to leave the dock. But here's the wild part. Every impossible thing we've talked about today, space travel, nuclear power, orbital construction, once sounded like science fiction. So maybe the question isn't if we could build a Star Destroyer, but what kind of civilization we'd have to become to do it. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe for more sci-fi meets real science, and comment below. Would you want humanity to build one? I'll see you among the stars.